on the path of cultivation, who hasn't been lost in the fog of life's impermanence, with a heart silently yearning for stability, only to witness oceans turn into fields and the fickleness of human hearts. What then is the true reality that neither arises nor ceases? I once knew a fellow practitioner who devoted 3 years to intense retreat, only to have his mind thrown into turmoil by a sudden turn of events. The Tao Center, Yuan Garden, where they had mutually supported one another with earnest effort, dissolved, and the companions who had shared his daily life went their separate ways. His attachment to the idea of permanence shattered in an instant, leaving him trapped in confusion day after day. If cultivation cannot offer a sense of stability, where does the true essence of realization lie? Is this not the shared experience of many practitioners? Clinging to possession brings distress over loss. Clinging to perfection brings suffering over flaws. Clinging to states of mind brings anxiety over fluctuations. We often seek an unchanging reality externally, unaware that reality is never found in outer circumstances, but in the observation of our own mind. The truth of reality lies not in permanence, but in understanding impermanence. The Buddha taught that all conditioned things are impermanent, and all phenomena are without self. This is not a lament of pessimism, but the key to cultivation. The so-called reality is to see through the nature of all things as dependent on causes and conditions, flowing with circumstances, yet not bound by their flow. It is to understand that all phenomena lack fixed forms. To cling to appearances is to be trapped by them. The wisdom of cultivation lies in learning to observe the dissolution of a Tao center with a clear and calm mind, recognizing it as the natural flow of causes and conditions rather than as loss. The parting of fellow practitioners is each following their own path of cultivation, not a flaw. The fluctuations in states of mind are a process of refining one's nature, not failure. To relinquish attachment is not to deny present experiences, but to avoid being led astray by external circumstances. When flowers bloom, do not rejoice excessively. When flowers fall, do not grieve. In favorable circumstances, do not cling. In adverse circumstances, do not complain. Like a clear mirror reflecting objects, when they come, they appear. When they go, they leave no trace. To leave no trace of attachment in the heart, this non-attachment is not indifference but a clarity born of life's experiences. It is the understanding of what can be controlled, what should be left to fate, what aligns with the true aspirations of the heart, and what stems from illusory obsessions. When the dust of fixation gradually dissipates, the mind returns to its inherently tranquil state. In every action, walking, standing, sitting, or lying down, one remains fully present in the moment. When eating, focus on eating. When cultivating practice, focus on cultivation. There is no regret for the past, no anxiety for the future. At this point, one understands that the state of observing freedom is not some distant, unattainable realm, but the natural manifestation of a heart unburdened by attachments. Without calculations of gain and loss, without entanglement in right and wrong, without fixation on spiritual states, there remains only a serene ease, like flowing clouds and water, following the heart's true nature and harmonizing with the ways of the world. The path of cultivation is, in essence, a journey of breaking through illusions to return to truth. To face reality is to see the world as it truly is. To attain freedom is to rediscover the mind's original state. May every fellow practitioner use wisdom as a lamp to illuminate and dispel the fog of fixation, to perceive sincerity amid impermanence, and to safeguard the true heart amidst the ordinary. May all ultimately arrive at the wondrous state of a heart free of hindrances, observing freedom with ease. On this path of cultivation, may you walk steadily forward, reaping inner peace and fulfillment.